Hello singers! Today's vocal tip is about head voice and falsetto and how to tell these two beautiful registers apart. Head voice and falsetto sound pretty similar, but there is still a big difference. Today we're going to look at those differences on an anatomic level and on an acoustic level. Let's begin with the anatomical differences. In falsetto, your vocal folds are stretched, they are long. However, there is not much compression on the vocal folds. So the vocal folds are barely touching. Actually, they're not really touching. Only the top part of the vocal folds is touching. And the rest is kind of open. So there's a lot of space for the air to rush through. That's why falsetto often sounds breathy or airy, because there is actually a gap between the vocal folds. They're not completely closed. Sometimes when singers sing in kind of like a mixed voice where the vocal folds are closed and then they suddenly flip into a falsetto, it kind of sounds like a yodel, like, you know, it flips basically. Yeah, you kind of like go ah, ah, and then all of a sudden the vocal folds are coming apart. And if you do it on purpose, it actually sounds pretty good. Or you can use it stylistically in your songs. Again, as long as you can control it. Anatomical differences for head voice. So, in head voice, the vocal folds are also stretched and they are long. However, there is more compression on the vocal folds. So more mass of the vocal folds is actually vibrating. You don't have that gap where the air can rush through that makes that sound so airy as in falsetto. A head voice sound is a cleaner and clearer sound because there's not so much air rushing through because the vocal folds are actually closed. The main difference in chord closure is that in both registers the vocal folds are long and stretched. However, in head voice you have compression, you have chord closure, vocal fold closure, and in falsetto you actually leave a gap. There is a gap where the air can rush through, and that's why the sound is breathy. Let's look at the sound differences for falsetto and head voice. Let's begin with falsetto. So I think I already demonstrated it earlier, but I'm gonna do it again. In falsetto, you kind of have a very airy, breathy sound, right? So you can just go for a run and like, think of Mariah Carey or Ariana Grande or Robin Thicke. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's just and it does not always have to be high. It can also be anything breathy. Yeah. Instead of head voice, yeah. So a lot of air, little compression. Acoustic differences in head voice. So we said that there's no gap. If you want to find your head voice, start for example with an owl sound. Just say whoo, whoo. Yeah, pretend you're an owl. Try to make this a clean and clear sound, so not a not a breathy one. Woo, woo, wow, woo, woo, woo. I find the ooh vowel to be the easiest one to find actually a head voice. Practice your falsetto. There is nothing wrong with that register as long as you can control it, and there are many singers using it in their music, such as Ariana Grande, Mariah Carey, Justin Timberlake, Robin Thicke, the Bee Gees. The whole songs are in falsetto, basically. That's it on the difference between head voice and falsetto. I hope you enjoyed this vocal tip. If you have any questions, please comment below or send an email to contact@vocals-on-stage.com.